Okay, we made it up to Cedar Ridge Winery. Nice drive, right?
It was a very nice drive. It was very pretty.
Yeah. And we decided to go ahead and get charcuterie board and a wine flight. What kind of wine do you got?
I got the double oak
Where's my head?
reserve.
What you got?
I got the double oak reserve, the Howdy's apple pie, the Falcon red, and then the reserve red. What did you get?
I got apple cranberry, 5 seasons, Howdy's apple pie, and then the reserve wine. I actually don't get white wine that often.
I don't like it, so.
That's why you don't get that often. So
Exactly. I did get the apple pie, which was a white wine, and it was really good
it
though.
was very, very good. I tasted nutmeg in it.
And cinnamon and apples.
Yeah. And so we have a charcuterie board, and then afterwards we're going to walk around, take a tour, and yeah, it's been a great drive down. I'm really looking forward to this. So Cedar Ridge is the first winery, actually the first distillery in Iowa since Prohibition. And of course, with all the corn going around here, it just made perfect sense. And good to be here.
So it's a vineyard and a distillery,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Awesome.
Wow. So we had lunch and a tour, and then I casually asked, hey, how far can we walk? And the answer I got was, well, you can walk as far as you want. So I'm like, well, can we walk through the vineyard? They're like, yeah. So here we are.
So here we are amongst all the grapes that are just about ready to be harvested to our left, and I guess maybe these would be harvested a little bit later. She said that the netting was to keep the birds off as they were getting ripe enough to harvest. So these have a net and these others don't, so I guess that's what it is. They look like something that you'd find in the floral department at Michael's or something. They look fake, but
yeah, they're so small.
Yeah, they're really
I'm hesitant to touch them here, but you can kind of see here that they're small, but they're very weighty.
Are
dense. They are.
Oh yeah, they're very heavy.
Yeah.
They're very heavy. Well, that's interesting.
It is.
Huh. Who knew?
Who knew in Iowa.
Idaho's potatoes.
I know.
So,
Which, little known fact, grapes are actually called grapes, but potatoes are also called Idahoan grapes.
no.
It's Jean-Luc Lafranc, when he first came to the States and ended up in Idaho, he had the hardest time making wine, and then someone said, Sacre bleu, you're using potatoes. And he's like, what?
No, what they did was they made vodka.
Well, tell them about it.
Well, I love it. It makes me want to go to Italy.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to go see an Italian vineyard. I've actually never been to a vineyard before, so this is the first vineyard I've ever been to. And it's fascinating. I had no idea that the grapes were so small and so heavy. I was tempted to try one, but I didn't because they're not mine. But I want to know what the
Good
difference
call.
is.
I wonder what they taste like.
I bet they're not very good.
That's what I'm thinking too. That they're not very good. So
I bet they're nothing like that. Makes me really want to try one now.
we should go back in and ask them. That should have been the question we would have asked. Is how do they taste? And probably would have said they actually don't taste very good.
Yeah, probably. Well, let's ask before we leave.
They taste alcoholic.
No, they don't taste alcoholic at all. But I bet they're not very sweet.
I've got to believe that. Yeah, I can't. Well, they're so small.
Yes.
And they just don't.
They look like they're not ripe. They look. If you saw those at the grocery store, there's no way you'd pick those up because they're itty bitty. But so that was interesting, and we should ask. I'll go ask.
You should go ask.
Okay.
She's gonna go ask.
Okay, so he said that I could have tried one because one grape wouldn't make a difference, but I told him that was not my thing. Because can you imagine if everybody came and tried one grape, like then they wouldn't have all their grapes. But he said that the white ones and the purple ones were the pearl and then it sounds like croissant. It's not croissant, but those are actually really sour and they work well with the yeast for fermentation.
Oh.
And they don't taste very good. So there's 10 different varietals. The ones we saw were the little tiny ones, but they do have bigger ones too.
Really?
So if we wanted to traipse further, which I don't because it's really hot, but if we wanted
You should go over there and get one.
No, nope, because I told him I wasn't going to.
I didn't tell him I wasn't going to.
I know. They may have been dusted with some kind of an herbicide. I probably wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But
now we know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So it was really interesting, and he was very friendly,
Yeah.
even though he was busy. The bartender guy, he stopped what he's doing. And
Everyone here is very friendly.
very nice.
Yeah.
Answered all my questions and had a nice smile to boot.
Just very friendly and just a nice place.
Yeah, very good experience.
3.5 hour drive out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go ahead and stay the evening, and you might catch us a little bit later at a restaurant. So, ready to hit the road?
Hit the road.
All right.
Thumbs up.
Bye.
Bye.
Well. So we're here at the Machine Shed. Very good choice.
Thank you. In Davenport, Iowa.
Yeah, we decided to drive for about an hour, and then Stephanie looked ahead because you're a phenomenal navigator.
Thank you.
And she discovered Machine Shed.
Yep.
And so we came here for what we thought would be a lunch, but it ended up being like 2 dinners.
Yes. So I anticipated breakfast and brunch because I love Yelp, and when I did Yelp, they came up first under breakfast and brunch, had rave reviews, and all about the American farmer, which being a farm girl, I can appreciate. So we stopped here.
Yeah. And the food was fantastic. I mean, you can kind of see around here that
it's reminiscent of a Cracker Barrel where everything is homemade.
Yes, and even had a little, store inside where you could buy stuff.
And the cinnamon rolls that were for sale were they were as big as
they
my
were
head.
huge. I don't know if you saw, there was it looked like a coin purse, and it said, maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Instagram filters. Which I thought was kind of cute.
I missed that. The one that I saw was, did I think that out loud? Which was that was for me. So anyway.
Yeah, but we have to learn that Maybe we should try that next time. Is it? Oh, did I spit on you?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm sweating. It's hot.
Oh, okay. So we'll make this quick. What was I gonna say? Oh, we should try getting just one entree and sharing it.
Because otherwise,
Yeah.
we end up with this. And we both had the same idea about the apple dumpling. So if you come here, you should get the apple dumpling
Definitely
for
get the apple
sure.
dumpling.
Just forsake the meal if you need to.
Yeah. In fact, start with the apple dumpling.
For sure.
Else. So, but we love this restaurant. We definitely want to come back. But just want to make just a general note. So we've started traveling again about 2 months ago, starting with Chicago.
Okay, sure.
Chicago, and then Smoky Mountains, and then we've had 2 day trips.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you know, just the way that everything that's going on right now.
We feel better.
Hold on, I want to wait till people pass because they're
Okay.
probably locals, and
Sure.
I don't want them to get out pitchforks and stuff, which they would have pitchforks and chase us out of town.
I think we could outrun them. I think we're okay.
I ate a lot, so
I could outrun them. We're good. Our car goes faster.
So just one general point. So I'll contrast this with when we went to
Last
Red's
night.
Alehouse.
Red's
So
Alehouse
Red's
last
Alehouse
night.
on their website they made it very clear that, hey, here's what we're doing. We are all wearing masks. We're doing this.
And gloves.
In fact, they had gloves. In fact, they're on their door. It said, you know, if you don't have a mask, no problem. We will give you one.
And
Everyone wore masks.
And above the
entire
nose.
wait staff over the nose, even in the bar area, they had gloves on. We came here, not a glove in sight.
No one.
Nobody.
Nobody.
And the food was good,
Not
but
a
it
mask,
did make me a little
not
anxious,
gloves,
and
not
and
nothing.
I get it. It's a smaller town.
It is a smaller town.
And perhaps they feel like they're less susceptible, but they're right off the highway. They advertise on the highway, so they need to make an assumption that they're going to be getting people like us,
From
right?
the Chicago area.
That would increase their
Risk.
risks.
Now, I will say, though, that there's a sign that talks about their filtration system here.
Yes.
Which did make me feel a little bit better, but the fact that we're still in the middle of not just a national, but a worldwide pandemic,
Yeah.
maybe should wear masks.
So that was a little disappointing, but I do want to come back, but I'll probably come back after the pandemic because that was just a little disappointing, especially after last evening at Red's Alehouse.
Which was only an hour from here.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're out in the middle of on an island somewhere where
No,
nobody's
just out in the middle of
going.
a cornfield.
Just in the middle of the cornfield.
All right.
Yep. Lovely, though. It's a lovely place.
It is.
Highly recommended.
All right.
All right.
Ready to go?
Bye.
Bye.